downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. First carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down. Pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. The quick slant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He can run, and he will fight his way into the end end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20.
As Akers carries for 6. And we'll look at this offense.
5-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Vikings!
Touchdown,
Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Lions 7.
Second and 5. Completed here, Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And find Galladay, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 20-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mark Hughes. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That'll be complete to Cook. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Minnesota.
Back to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Scotty Miller, 99 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Smith catches McSorley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short at 1st. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return, here's Agnew. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 35-yard.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Taken down.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
No gain on the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Pushes him over. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Football complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The 38-yard line.
Running is Swift. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This pass caught with the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Through traffic, and now he's free. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Cook following the penalty. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Vikings. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cook. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drive well, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Going up top for Miller. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. Just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20. Then a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
9-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I catch me roll? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a blue dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. So I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on the